Hey guys, Brantley here again with 30-Minute Fisherman. Well guys, just wanted to give another little quick tip today. Was just looking at some lures and stuff that I had and just wanted to tell you guys to not forget about old school lures. Because as fishermen, all these new things come on the market, new lures, new baits, and we all gravitate to it. We all want to try it. Oh man, I gotta try this new whatever. And have you seen a new this? And as fishermen, we talk about it. All this advertising and marketing comes out, and all these lures are pushed on us, and we tend to forget about lures that have been around for a long time, catch fish well, have been catching fish well for many years, but we just put them off to the side because we want to put that new lure out there that the fish have never seen before. The fish never seen this, fish never seen that. Well guys, we totally forget, like I'm saying, how many of us are still fishing the old school devil's horse? This lure has been around forever and ever and ever. And it's a prop bait. And if you guys don't have any of these, yes, they're still made. You can still find them. You don't see them on the shelves as much as you one time did. This is actually the thicker body one. They have one that's also a thinner body. I don't have one with me. But this is the old Smithwick devil's horse. Again, this lure I think has been around for 40, 50 years, okay? It's been catching fish since the first time one was cast in a lake. And it's still catching fish. And I mean, if you don't believe me, I don't know if any of you guys are, how many of you guys out there on Fish Brain or, Roland Martin is on Fish Brain. He does little videos on there, and you can actually follow him with his fish catches and all that stuff. And, this past year, Roland has caught a ton of big fish on his bait. Now, granted, I'm not saying I'm anywhere near being the same type of guy as Roland Martin or anything like that. And Roland is down there fishing Okeechobee. He's in a place where there's lots of, big bass to fish for all the time. He's down there fishing in the monkey box in the North Shore of Okeechobee, and he's been fishing it for years. So, but my point is, if you listen to what he says about this bait and just read the way he fishes this thing, not only is he fishing this bait, but he's fishing it different than probably most of us fish it. So that's that's two things right there. But again, my deal is for so many of us, I mean, especially me, I'm a little bit of an older guy, old head, whatever. I'm not that old, but I came along in my bass fishing career, or the time that I started bass fishing, these baits were not that old at the time, and now they are, okay? But, so when I was a kid, I fished this bait as a kid. And then, of course, I, learned to fish other things. But, this is one bait, the Smithwick devil's horse. Here's another one that you don't hear too much about anymore. This is real old school. This is a lure Jensen wood chopper, and if there's one, there's two of them, there's three of them. So, I don't have many of these because they're very hard to find. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure if they still make them anymore. Honestly, I could be mistaken about that. But I mean, that's just not something I can find very often, okay? So, but, these three have, done me well. So, anyway, my point is, again, these old baits, just like the new baits, how many times have you guys been out on a lake or been fishing with your buddy and it was a topwater bite and your buddy pulled out one of these? Probably not, right? And same thing with this devil's horse. How many times you've been fishing around grass and stuff and you've seen somebody pull out one of these old moss bosses, or, salad spoon is what we used to call them, because it's pretty much a plastic spoon with the hook and a skirt. Not much to it, but you know what it does? It'll catch fish. It comes through grass really well, and fish will still eat this thing. But this, was very popular before frogs got so popular, and other baits that now we fish in the grass. So anyway, like I said, all these old baits, they still work, and it's pretty much the same principle as far as with the new baits. You always hear with the new baits, well, the fish haven't seen it, blah 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 blah. That's why they're going to bite it. It's something they haven't seen before. Guess what? Again, when's the last time you think the bass have seen this thing coming over top of the grass or coming next to a weed line, and just doing its thing? When's the last time you think a bass seen this come past that stump that it lives in, that log that it lives in? Or this guy. Or this guy here. So anyway, guys, that's just it's like I said, it's something to think about. Using these old school lures, because again, fish haven't seen them in a while. The guy in front of you coming down the bank, probably not fishing it. You're going to come right behind him. You're possibly going to catch fish the other guy's not catching because you're fishing these lures. I'm just saying, and again, I'm also not saying don't fish the new lures. For sure, fish them. I mean, they work too. There's plenty of new lures, new baits that work. I mean, off the top of my head, examples, for sure. A topwater lure, the Whopper Plopper. Hands down, it works. It works. Just works. You guys have seen me do the video about the little Booyah Prank Popper. The thing catches fish. I mean, just there you go. I mean, and that's just two quick examples. And of course, there's other examples. But my point is too, though, this wood chopper right here still catches fish. This devil's horse still catches fish. This moss boss, still catches fish. So, thing is, get in there and throw these lures, guys. And then, for all y'all watching this video, think about, say, when you were a child or you started learning how to fish, lures that you fished, and you remember, oh man, I always caught so many fish on this or on that. You know what? Rig one up this weekend. Throw it out and see what happens. I bet you'll still catch some fish on it. Well, guys, that was my, little tip for today. Don't forget about these old school lures. Dust off those tackle boxes and, and use them. And guys, again, this is Brantley with 30 Minute Fisherman. Hit that thumbs up down at the bottom. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please go ahead and become a subscriber. Still got the other lure giveaway this month. Just got through doing the other lure giveaways. So check out those videos. And guys, always remember, get out here and enjoy the great outdoors that the Lord has given us. And this is the day that the Lord has made. So make the best out of it, guys. Do all you can do. And also, tight lines. God bless. And I'm out, guys.